Good evening, everybody. This is Luke the Vacuum Saver, tuning back into another video. It's me, the man, the myth, the legend has returned. How's it going, everybody? This is going to be the household edition of Vacuum Saved. Let's get real and loud, everybody. Dirt Devil and Bissell, two of the biggest names in house care keeping until Shark came around. And then now Dirt Devil has just knocked it out of the park with their newer vacuums, and Bissell has knocked it out of the park with their older vacuums, respectively. So, how's it going, everybody? This is Luke the Vacuum Saver here with you, tuning back in for another video, and let's go ahead and get this party started. So, yeah, we've got a great time. Sorry for the camera operation there, folks, but we got a great time for you today. If this is your first video with me, let me give you a rundown. We will start with the introduction, which is what you're in right now, and then I'll walk up to the machines and show you them. That will conclude the introduction, and then I'll bring them out here and tell you a little bit about each one, take them back, and then once I do that for both machines, I'll go ahead and plug both of them in, and we'll go ahead and do a test run. And then after that, we will have a conclusion where I'll wrap both of them up and I'll show them in their original state like this. And we'll get on with the night. So, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, real fast, I mentioned this in the last video, but I gotta mention it to you again that we have just hit 10 years of saving vacuums for people. So, thank you for all that you've done for me. And I've been happy to share my experiences with you on YouTube for the past 3 years already. So, yeah, it's been a wonderful 3 years on YouTube, and just take a look at how beautiful these two machines turned out for you this morning. Yes, how about that? It's absolutely amazing what these vacuums are capable of. So, let me go ahead and give you a rundown of each one that we got. So, over on our left-hand side, oh my gosh, this is catching my eye like it's catching yours. This beautiful blue teal thing staring us in the face is a Dirt Devil Power Express Clean Path. I repeat, that is a Dirt Devil Power Express Clean Path. Take a look at how awesome she turned out. Boy, for a little vacuum, I didn't know it could handle so many problems at once. I'm just giving you a warning there, ladies and gentlemen. This one's got quite an emotional story time. Yeah, so any hoozles, let's go ahead and show you what's waiting for us on the right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll, get loud. I know we've all been waiting for one of these. Aha! Here you are. This is a Bissell Power Groom multi-cyclonic pet with pet hair eraser technology. That is a Bissell Power Groom multi-cyclonic pet with pet hair eraser technology by Bissell. Look at how beautiful she turned out for us today. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a completely solo vacuum saver. I have absolutely no help doing this. This is all my time, my money, everything, my whole soul. Just 1 second, please. Any hoozles, it's my entire soul. There we go. Sorry about the noise. But this is my entire soul, my whole evenings, mostly into the nights, pretty late, just to go ahead and get vacuums like this one, like that one, like this one right here that is coming in a soon video, like that one, like that one. Literally, I could go on and on and on and on about how many vacuums I've saved. And I'm very fortunate enough that you have spent about 25 minutes of your time to spend it with me and view these two in a closer spectrum. So, let's go ahead and get this awesome video started. And you know what? Since we started on the left-hand side on the last video, let's switch things up a bit. Variety is the spice of life. Let's go ahead and start on the right-hand side with the Bissell Power Groom. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here it is, my friends, my people, my family. Hello, hello. Warm welcome to you all. This is my Bissell Power Groom multi-cyclonic pet vacuum. I picked this up from John at Flea Market about 2.5 to 3 weeks ago, and I absolutely love it. I've been running it in the garage quite a bit, but I cleaned it up all nice with a video here so that you guys can see it up close. So take a look. I'll zoom in on the camera real quick here. Take a look at how beautiful she turned out for us. I love Bissells, that's for sure. And I've been waiting for one of these models for quite some time, so I'm very happy that I have it. And that Hoover Tempo right there with the 12 amp motor, the beautiful blue thing staring us in the face. Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I have started fixing rub scrubbers. So I might do a video of those two coming soon. If you want that, go ahead and smash up that comments button and the likes on this video, and maybe I'll go ahead and find something to spill on the rug up here, and I'll show you how those two perform. We'll see. So, yeah. But anywho, let's get back to what we got here. So this is from John at Flea Market, and you may remember from the last video that my Shark Navigator NV130 S4 came from John at Flea Market, and no, I did not pick them up on the same day. Whew, that's a lot of talking. So anyhow, this was in very rough condition when I got it. This base plate down here that is absolutely this beautiful shining deep blue ocean color. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at how beautiful that turned out for you guys today. Aren't you so lucky? Yes, you are. So, anyhow, that was completely covered in a brown cake of like mud and everything that you can imagine. Let's talk about this Bissell Pet Hair Eraser technology. So this is a front plate right here on the vacuum, and this will actually go ahead and grab all the pet hair that your vacuum typically cannot grab, and it will just suck it in to the vacuum. And here, if we flip it up, we can show you here. It's a I'll show you here, my bad. This is a red velvet, like carpet magnet almost, if you will, that just makes pet hair pick up a breeze. That's why people have got these, and that's why they love them, just like I love them. So, and this does have a 15-inch path, just like the Hoover Tempo does. My apologies there, ladies and gentlemen. That's a little bit rough to get that back into place, but that is this has a 15-inch path like the Hoover Tempo right there with the 12 amp motor, the beautiful blue thing. And that Shark NV130 S4 did absolutely amazing for me. So, and take a look at this pre-motor filter up here. Look at how amazing that turned out for us. That was in here was completely all black and brown. When I picked this up, it was absolutely nasty from the person that I got it from. And she said that she actually picked this up from the storage unit, and she said that she didn't even want to touch it. That's how dirty it was. So, you know me, I got home, I donned my mask, I donned my gloves, and boy, I'll tell you what, the second I put it in the door here, just before I got my gloves on and mask, it put out a foul odor, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, holy mackerel, I haven't had a vacuum do that in forever, essentially. But you know what? Good thing the Lord has stepped in and gave me the will strength, and now here it is for all of you guys. So, and yes, I did use this for myself a couple times before this video, and I've absolutely loved it, and I know you guys are going to love it just as much as I did. So, yeah, let's have a wonderful video and a test run with this. This has 5 height adjustments. excuse me there, because it's so powerful, if I were to put this on the bare floor setting right there, by the way, this does have 5 height adjustments. So, and by the way, it's a very short vacuum. Here it is from the top, where I stand. Anyhow, so it's a very, very nice sized vacuum. It's a full size upright. It's a little on the heavier side, but it's manageable. So, but I'll tell you what, it's got a wide stance, just like I do. It's got a wide stance compared to this, the other one that I'm going to show you here. So take a look how big that is, and how nice and teeny weeny and compact that one is. But you know what? That's beyond the point. I absolutely love this vacuum. And boy, is it powerful, because the second I turned it on after I restored this for the first time, dust came flying out from all the hoses right into the bin. And I'm sure that that isn't going to happen today. So you guys will just see the amazing pickup power that this has. So let's take them back out to the center here. And I love every aspect of this vacuum. It's just one of my dreams to have come true, honestly. I love this old rocker switch, the on-off. And then here is the HEPA media filter. Ladies and gentlemen, please change this. That is brand new filter that I bought with my own money for it. Change that every 3 to 6 months. Just check it out. Just put it in the sink. Just squeeze out all the excess water. Run it through some water if you can. And then just let that rinse out. Or if you have an air compressor or a vacuum cleaner, like a shop vac or something, you can also just suck that clean as well. But if you want the ultimate suction and performance, please go ahead and do that. That's your pre-motor filter, HEPA media. But this right here is your post-motor filter, where all the nonsense that isn't supposed to be in your vacuum goes. So this is supposed to be cleaned out once per month. What you do is, this is completely sink and dishwasher safe. You put this under warm water, you squeeze out all the water from it, and then you just put this in the wash overnight, or let it dry out in the sink and put it back in the next day. You're good to vacuum again. So if you want optimum suction performance, I've learned that lesson, and I just don't want to have any of you make that same mistake. So that is this vacuum. Let's give it up for the Bissell Power Groom multi-cyclonic bed. So that is that vacuum. Now, I gotta get on to something much newer, and I'm actually gonna have to get to bed here pretty soon. But, story of a volunteer firefighter's life. We got stuff to do. So, even if I wasn't a volunteer firefighter, I'd always have something to do. I'm just a busy guy. But you know what? This is my off-time hobby. So, let's just keep the good times going. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, right here is my Dirt Devil Power Express Clean Path. As you guys can see, what was I saying about wide stances earlier? Take a look at that. Now take a look at this. Much more slim design. These are meant for typically apartments and smaller houses and stuff. They're perfect for that. Actually, I actually have one myself. I have this exact same model in red, and I absolutely love it at my apartment. And I would never do anything to let it get dirty as this one did. Excuse me there. So anyhow, this is absolutely beautiful now that it's all restored. And you might be wondering, well, Luke, where's the filter on it? And I can show you, it's right inside the bin here. Actually, so let's go ahead, take off the bin real quick here. I won't be able to take off the lid, but here, I'll zoom in real close for you. See this black line right here where this teal hook is? That's your filter right up there. That's mesh. You bring that out, you put it under warm water. You squeeze out all the water and dirt from that filter, and make sure that you do that every 3 to 6 months for optimum suction performance. Ladies and gentlemen, just like humans need vaccinations sometimes and wellness checkup from the doctor, you got to be the vacuums doctor sometimes and make sure that it is running at peak performance for you guys, so that way you do not keep throwing them out. Not saying that I hate doing vacuums. I absolutely love doing what I do, but I just don't want people that can't afford a new vacuum to make that same mistake. So, yeah, this is my Dirt Devil Power Express. It is very lightweight. Actually, I can pick it up with just one finger. That's a big seller for most people. That's very, very, very lightweight, actually. If I flip this over, you can see how nice and gentle it is with a nice little brush roll. And take a look at how beautiful the bottom plate area is here. That's one of the hardest areas to clean on a vacuum. Boom. Take a look at that. I got it. I did that myself. That was completely covered in brown dirt when I picked it up. So I'm not too happy about that, but life's a highway. You just gotta ride it. So, yep, I went ahead and happily did that for this vacuum. And I'm very, very pleased to report that this is doing amazing right now, as it's all cleaned out and it's ready to run for all of you guys. So what do you say we have a wonderful time together, testing her out here against the much wider stance and maybe a lot less powerful Bissell Power Groom pet, because these Dirt Devils will blow your mind with how powerful they are and stuff. For example, I had one of these years ago that I actually gave to my mom for free, and she got her new vacuum, and just after she ran her brand new vacuum right out of the box, I pulled in my Dirt Devil here, right, and it completely got 4 or 5 times much more than a Shark Navigator did, and we were all blown away, even myself, and I'm like, wow. And here what happens is these have an automatic height adjustment. So what that means is once you put the vacuum on a certain surface, the brush roll will automatically come down to the height of the carpet and give you that best glowing result. So, and I got a pretty low carpet here, so I got a little bit of a challenge for it. So, let's see how it does. But yeah, anywho, this is my Dirt Devil Power Express, and I'm happy to show her to you guys here. Let's do a walk around the vacuum. It actually looks really nice now. I've actually wanted this color for a while, so I'm very grateful and blessed to have this. Take a look at how beautiful she is. Then here's the top, all the way down to the bottom. Now this is considered a compact vacuum. Look at how much, well, this is and the reason it's considered a compact vacuum is because of the smaller brush roll, the dustbin. But as you see, handle to handle with, here, I'll show you, handle to handle with the Bissell, they're about the same size. Here, let's do a backup view. See, they're about the same size, but one's just a lot skinnier than the other. So, let's go ahead and get started with today's test run. And we're actually going to do the Bissell Power Groom here first. Okay. Let's have some fun. Okay. Let's plug him in. Alright. Okay, I like to make sure that my vacuums are off when I plug them in, so that way it doesn't scare the daylights out of me or any of you. So let's go ahead and just give this a quick little run up. And let's hear what she sounds like. So this is a Bissell Power Groom in 3, 2, 1. Good Lord, she ain't playing around, is she? So let's go ahead and see what she's capable of on our rug here. Hey Bissell, do you think that you can do better than the Hoover or about the same? How about that for a nice little test run straight up and down the carpet? She did pretty doggone good. Oh wait, did you say I want to hear some more of that? Okay. Alright, now let's test the Dirt Devil. Let's see if it really does do better than the Bissell. We're about to test that statement. We'll see. I think the stakes are pretty high because that was pretty doggone good. So alright. Let's unwrap this guy's cord. Plug him in and let's get started. Okay. Let's do it. Alright, he's plugged in, ready to go. So, this is my Dirt Devil Power Express with Clean Path technology. Let's see how she sounds in 3, 2, 1. Thank you, that's more like it. Let's see how good you do. Ready, guys? Here comes the Dirt Devil in 3, 2, 1. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, that was pretty rough. Let's see which one did better. Put your comments in the sections down below. So please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you love this kind of content. I got plenty of other videos on there for you guys to watch. It's not just these two, but many, many, many others. So thank you for watching today. I greatly appreciate it. So let's go ahead, get this guy wrapped up. And this one was in very rough condition when I picked it up as well. So yeah, but for how good it's doing, it's not bad overall. It has a little bit of room to improve, but I think the Bissell one this time. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. So final thoughts on these two are they're both an amazing vacuum, as you guys saw. They do great on their respective sections, and they're both in rough condition, but the Saver of Vacuums has brought them back to life. So thanks for tuning in with me, and I'll see you all next time.